Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another watch list here today inside the boiler room. All right. Thank you guys once again for joining in. I appreciate you guys. Yesterday ended up being a pretty good day for me. Made about 600 bucks trading. Actually didn't do a recap video, which I should have done, I guess. Well, either way, I'll try and do it today. Again, so Mr. Cornut, Jeremy, thank you guys for joining in. Appreciate it. So as many of you know, the market has ripped overnight. Miles, Mike, Mr. Sokol. So the market kind of ripped last night, coming into today's trading. So there's a few stocks I'm watching. Pretty small watch list. I'm going to watch AA, CHDK, maybe HEAR based on the 180-day chart. There's only really four stocks, MU, that I plan on watching today. So not a super big watch list, not going too crazy. Bitcoin, I know Bitcoin's booming right now a little bit. Yeah, we'll take a look at all these things here today. We should have some time to go over some of your guys' stocks because I'm not going to take too much time here. And then also before we get started, I'll do this because it seems that some people are having trouble. I'm going to put the coupon code for our private group right here. I just put it in there. Hold on, let me redo this. So I'm gonna put it in there because it seems like a lot of people kind of are missing it somehow, some way. So I'll put that in there. 50% off. So if you need it, there you go. It's right there. And now let's start sharing the screen and get rocking and rolling. All right, we're gonna share that screen. What up? Where are we going today, guys? All right, here we go. So now I'm sharing the screen. You guys should be able to see it. 1 second. Here we go. Get that off. And then I'm due date. And then we good. All right, cool. So first thing on my watch list is going to be CHDK. Hopefully it still looks pretty good. As you can see on the daily chart here, CHDK had a really good day. All right, had a pretty good day yesterday. All right, so CHDK, that's the first thing that I'm watching on my list is CHDK. As you can see, it kind of ran up and then it had a really good pop right in the middle of the day. There was no news for the actual pop from what I can see on Thinkorswim. So it's possible there was some news release that made it to the internet elsewhere. But regardless, CHDK had a really good day. And if I put it into perspective, look at this. CHDK ran up, it pops up, comes down, and then it ended up grinding up right before the end of the day. So it's very possible CHDK can have another run today. So that's what I'm watching for. I'm looking to see if CHDK will break over $7.80 and then break $8. And that's really just it. This is one where I'm playing a break over the previous day's high. So the entry for me is going to be about $7.80 if this thing does in fact want to continue higher. I don't know if it will. There is no news. So again, that's another kind of no-no. When there's no news and it's squeezing up, a lot of times they don't continue running, but it does have the possibility, so I did put it on my watch list. If you look at the daily chart, you'll also notice that, so we're at 780. So we're right about here, right? And now we definitely are into a resistance area, which is from all this trading right here. So we're definitely coming up into a strong resistance. So on the same token, I want to be long, but I know for a fact there's a lot of people looking at it short right now. So it's something to think about, but it's definitely something I'm keeping on my watch list. All right, now the next one is HEAR. Now, a lot of people have talked about it, and a lot of people are curious what's going on with it. Am I a huge fan of it? Not necessarily. The daily chart is not amazing. It's really choppy, but the one thing I do like is the 180-day chart. Because a 180-day chart shows that we have just kind of started breaking out of a little bit of a bull flag. So it's possible that we'll see HEAR start running a little bit today, but it needs to be trading on a little higher volume than it typically does. But I'm going to watch it. Again, if it starts trading anything like it did yesterday, I'm not going to trade it, guys. understand that this is not, and again, you don't know it's going to trade like this choppy for sure. Oh, let me put this on a 1 minute chart. Excuse me. All right. If it trades anything like this, I'm not going to trade that. There's no way I'll day trade anything that ever looks like that. That's just not fun. You can't trade that. It's very impossible. Right. So even someone as experienced as me, I will not trade a stock that looks like that. It's just way too hard. Right. So I will look at EVIO. There's a lot of people watching EVIO, so I will touch on that here in just a second. So HEAR, strictly only reason I'm watching this is the 180-day chart. So it's not a strong analysis. It's just starting to break out on a 180-day chart. The daily chart looks horrible. So I'm not really favoring this. I'm still a little more short biased, but I'm keeping I'm staying open-minded, shall we say. All right, now I'll look at EVIO. All right, so EVIO, I didn't actually think it was going to break $2, but it did. So awesome. Let's actually look at it like this, a 3-year chart. So if you look at this 3-year chart, it's coming through that $2 resistance area, and it's starting to break out a little bit. The price is for sure overextended. I mean, it's off of support by about, what's that, 30. So it's off support about 30 cents, 40 cents. Okay. So EVIO, it's starting to pick up in volume. If you look at down here, there's all of a sudden a lot more volume coming into play. The stock's popping up. Now a lot of people are starting to watch it. All right. So now it's kind of already happened. The move has happened. Right. When everyone starts watching it, that's when you kind of theoretically want to be selling it. At the end of the day, what's going to happen with it? I really have no clue. What I can tell you is it just broke the 52-week high. So that's a strong sign. But also when it breaks the 52-week high, a lot of short sellers start paying attention to it. Not to mention, look at how overextended the price is. Again, it was the same theory I had yesterday. I would be more neutral on it, waiting for a pullback, right? It's gone up, right? It's gone up. You see that? We had, well, let me just map it out like this, right? Pop up, pull back, pop up, pull back, pop up, pull back, pop up, pull back, pop up. So where's the pullback? Well, it's coming. It should be. So we're probably going to start pulling back soon before next move up. Theoretically, that's what should happen. What we would like to see is if EVIO does start pulling back, we want to see it come up and then come down to this $2 area right there, right at $2. If it can hold support on $2, it's telling us that it wants to stay above $2, and we could easily take a trade. Right now, it's too risky, but if you were to get in somewhere around the $2 mark, if it holds support, you'll have a minimal risk and upside potential. Where what I mean by that is if, and let me do it like this. Let me zoom in a bit more, right? So if EVIO comes down to test $2, you could essentially get in long. Your risk would be on a break below $2, whereas your reward could be the whole upside green box, right? That's the idea, is you pick a spot where if it fails, you'll know that it's probably going down. So your risk would be this little red box where your reward is very big. So right now, I think EVIO, in my opinion, a little too high price to get in, needs to pull back down closer to the $2 area first. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Got to shout that out. All right. Now, real quick, I want to mention AA. So for some of you, this may be out of your price range. That's okay. But AA has just been dumping like crazy over the past day. 2 days, maybe you want to say, but ideally, either way, we had a clear bearish signal right here with this inverted hammer. Some people might call it a shooting star right there at the top. All right, big inverted hammer candle, massive dump. They had earnings. The earnings weren't that great. It continued dumping. Now, if you look at let's use a 180-day chart, you'll see, That's not even good. We'll just do like a 5-day chart. So you can see the high here at 62 rolls over, massive dump yesterday, continued going. Ideally, what we're going to watch for today in our group is we're going to look for a continuation, probably a continuation below this pre-market low of 51.33. That's where we're looking. We want to see a continuation to get short to the downside. But since it's dumped so much, we might start becoming, less bearish, maybe a little more bullish. The daily chart, the 50 moving average is right at $50. So I think $50 is going to be that bounce area. I think that we might see AA come down all the way to 50. So we could get in short maybe down to 50, but then look to flip long around this 50 area. Because if you look, right, look at this right here. Boom, boom, boom. So we've previously rejected or had resistance at 51. 2, we broke over it. So now we're coming down to retest that 50. So I think this 50 mark is going to be a good area to maybe get in long on AA. And then the next one I'm watching real quick is going to be MU. So MU rolling over here, you can see it moved up, came down, rolling over, boom. But it's also coming to test very similar to what I just showed on AA, where we have this mark. Ooh, sorry. We have that mark there, that mark there. And if you look, the price is getting pretty close. Right about there. So what, the 47.50 mark? So I think the $47 or $48 mark here, 47.50, is going to be that kind of key line to watch for maybe a bounce or some support. Right, you can see down here 46, 47, we kind of bounce in the area. So I think we're getting kind of close to maybe a little bit of a bounce. So we're going to watch MU for maybe a little bit of a long day today. And if the market goes green as it's showing, I'll take a look over there. If you look at the market's kind of pulling up right now. If the market continues higher, I think we'll see a green day on MU as well. All right, so that's kind of my thought process. Those are the stocks that I will be watching today. So not, like I said, not a huge watch list, but enough, plenty. Now I'll take a look at some other stuff. Yeah, like John said, EVIO is pretty extended. I'll take a look at MMM. Ooh. Look at that. So yeah, maybe watch MMM. That's a nice gap down, bigger price stock, 3M. Yep. BOX. Well, that's interesting. That one just had a pop overnight. So, whoa. Yeah, this is one that, hold on. This is one that takes more than just a quick little spot. Okay. That was a massive, wow. Yeah, there's something going on here. I don't know what it is, but look at this. So who said that? Matt Bacon. Good job for spotting this. To give you guys a little more background, I think this actually might be really good. Not necessarily today, but when you see volume spikes like this, right? Well, when you look at it like this, you have the volume, right? And this is just average trading volume, right? Little pop, average trading volume, and then boom, right? That's huge. Right, that right there, that volume spike is not your typical volume spike. That's a really big volume spike. Come over to the 1-minute chart. Look at all the volume that just came out of nowhere instantly. Boom, right? So that's saying something. A lot of investors are interested. That's just not retail trading right there. That's investors right there. That sort of volume is an investor, it looks like, or investing. So maybe watch box today for continuation. and a possible short around the 24 mark. The reason I say that is it's up really big. $24 has been a resistance area multiple times, like 1, 2, and now 3. Or well, that was, yeah, okay. So maybe look for a possible short around that $24 mark, because there's a lot of people that might look to take profits today after that big move. So I'll be watching this, but I might flip long on this because that's showing a strong sign of volume, which might mean good for long-term growth. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. I scrolled all the way to the bottom. Box sub TUM. EVLV. Let me see. What's EVLV? Oh, that must have just started popping up. I didn't notice that earlier. 76 cents, 162, all the way to 113. No news. No, won't be trading that. There's no news that I can see, at least for this stock. For right now, it doesn't look amazing. You can keep it on your watch list, and it doesn't look like it's traded all that much volume so far today. It's traded a pretty good amount of volume. Maybe I don't know what the news is, but if there's some news, you'd want to find it. I don't have it here in a quick view of Thinkorswim, but it's starting to move, and there should be a reason why. I just can't find it. LMT. Ooh, 368. So yeah, they're up pretty big here this morning. Earnings beat. Be careful. A lot of times the earnings wins cause the stock to come down a little bit because people sell off after that big move. We must have analyzed this a while ago. It's 363, 61. So yeah, I'd be a little bit careful because it's right at 52-week high resistance. So I think right now is not the best time to buy, and it'd be best to wait for a pullback somewhere down to 350, 340 on LMT. VLRX is done for. As you can see, it's dumped out overnight. I actually tried to get in short on VLRX yesterday right there. Wasn't able to. I ended up not getting filled, but that would have been a beautiful trade. I tried to take 2,000 shares on that one, but it didn't go through. VLRX, that thing's done for. Don't even waste your time. I mean, I said it for a couple days that every time it pops up, it comes right back down. So that's probably what we're going to see happen. And sure enough, that is what happened. So VLRX, that one's done for right now. NETE. NETE, I know, is kind of moving up because of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's doing so well. But again, if you look at the volume here, it's not trading enough volume to justify actually wanting to day trade it. Swing trading it, sure, but day trading it, no. And my honest opinion for right now, I'd stay away from NETE, at least in my opinion. I don't think it's worth it for right now. VLRX, no continuation today. VLRX is probably going to dump today, even more. Yeah, something's going on with Box. You don't see that kind of volume spike unless it's good. Let me show you an example, right? It's 851. ECYT was one of them. ECYT is a little bit different, but ready? Though, someone considers a penny stock, right? Look at ECYT when there was no volume, right? No volume, then boom, pops up all the way, right? So unusual volume spikes are always something to pay attention to. So Box, with that unusual volume spike, I would really suggest watching it. Rick, all right, guys. So for those of you who want to know how you get this space, hold on. If you guys want to know how you get this empty space to the right of your chart, you need to go to the gearbox. So you need to go right here to the gearbox. And once you get in there, you go to appearance, or not appearance, you go to time access, and then you do the expansion area. VZ. Let's see, or not. Oh, is it Verizon? Yeah, Verizon, good earnings, starting to climb. The way that I play earnings is almost the same every time. I wait for a dip and then try and get in long. So yeah, you can watch Verizon. It's up pretty big. Again, anytime you have a big gap up, always look at a dip buy for the most part. Sorry. TVIX is the same. TVIX is down around $6. The market's trending up, so TVIX is coming down. Some will argue it's a good time to buy because it is towards that support level, which I don't trust the support level. So I'm going to wait a little bit on TVIX. As soon as I start feeling the market's going to take a turn back to the downside, then I'll start trading TVIX again. And then I'll also mention this one is AGEN. AGEN is a stock that I am watching for a swing trade, and I'm sure you can figure it out. Right? Support, hopefully support. Right? So the idea here was move up, down, bounce. So I'm actually in long on AGEN. I'll show you. Right there, I have 2,000 long, average price at 356. Right, so I'm actually in long on AGEN right now. Hopefully this thing starts turning around a little bit and getting. The idea was to see a bounce off this 350 area. So far, it's starting to do it. So that's the game plan. So for all of you guys watching in, please do give me a thumbs up on the video. That does help my channel get noticed in the suggested videos boxes. So we got 283 people watching. We should at least be able to get over 100 likes. I would really appreciate it if you do it. Thank you very much. So I'll talk about WFT real fast, and then we'll move forward. They had some news this morning. I can't remember what the news was. Something about something. They had news. It's about something. Oh, it's earnings. Oh, that's boring. Okay. So WFT, yeah, it's moving up. So what you guys do got to understand is that WFT is a 1 billion share, or no, sorry. Yeah, it's about a 1 billion share float. So it's going to move pretty slow, as you're seeing here, right? It's up 30 cents, but it also has a 1 billion share float. So don't expect this thing to just pop and run really fast, okay? So again, really, that's all I got for you guys here today. So again, that's all I have for you here today. Inside the trading room. Yes, Mr. Bacon, what's going on? That overnight TVIX video was from a while back. Yeah, that was I think a couple of days ago. Oh, yeah, and that one maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. At the end of the day, it is what it. Maybe I'll take it off. I know I did make it private. I forgot how to do it. I always had it private, then I forgot how to do it. But at the end of the day, whatever. Maybe I'll go back and delete it. But thank you, I do appreciate it. What's the temperature in the room? Hot. Actually, it's kind of, I don't know why. I always wear a sweatshirt. Let's see. So yeah, guys, that's all I got for you today. Again, for those of you that are tuning in a little bit later, we're going to watch AA short, then maybe long. HAER is on the fence. CHEK, we'll watch that one long. What's the other one? There's something else. MU, Micron, AGEN for a swing trade, hopefully. And that's about it. That's really all I got for you guys today. So once again, thank you very much, and I will keep you guys all posted. So again, I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning for another watch list. If you'd like to join into our free chat room, our Facebook group, and our private group, all the links are down below, so you can go ahead and check that out before you head out. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning. The merchandise for the boiler room is going to be available soon. It's not yet ready. I'm working on getting some stuff in and then getting some prints made. And my new website, I'm so ready, but my new website should be up and running very soon, so you guys can all take a sneak peek at that when I get it ready. That'll be cool, and that's where all the merchandise will be hosted. So probably have some hats, sweatshirts, shirts, things like that. Nothing crazy, but so it'll be pretty cool. So I do appreciate your guys' support, and I'll see you guys soon, tomorrow specifically.